Good morning everyone. Today in class 9th ICSE we are starting chapter number 2, compound interest without using formula. And in this chapter two parts of the videos are there. In the first part we will study what is interest, difference between compound interest and simple interest. Compound interest as a repeated simple interest on growing principal. That means without using formula we are going to use simple interest as a growing principle, and then we will do some questions related to it. So let's get started. Now let us first understand what is compound interest. When we borrow money from bank or some any other agency for doing some financial business, the money is borrowed for a fixed period of time, or we can say specified period, has to be returned at the end of that period. Suppose if you have borrowed the money for 2 years, so after 2 years you have to return the money which you have borrowed plus the extra money for utilizing the money of the lender. So that particular money is known as extra money is interest. And money borrowed, the sum that you have taken, that you have borrowed, is known as principal. So in short we will denote principal with P and interest with I. So total amount that we have to pay at the end of that specified period will be principal plus interest, that is the extra money for utilizing the money of the lender. Now simple interest, as we all know, P into R into T. Principal, the sum which is borrowed, into the rate into the specified time period, divide by 100. Coming to compound interest, now when principal, the sum, and rate remain same, time 1 year, it is always going to be same for every year. Now what change in compound interest is when the money is said to be lent at compound interest, when the interest which has become due in the end of each year for a certain fixed period is not paid to the lender. That means if at the end of 1 year, suppose I have borrowed a money of 1000, so this is principal. Now if at the end of first year I have not returned the money, so for next year the interest will be added on the principal. Okay, so for every year my principal value is changing. Now for the next year the principal value will be amount of first year. So we'll do some questions also. So final compound interest will be final amount at the end of third or fourth given specified time period minus the original sum borrowed. Let's try one question to understand this better. Question 2, exercise 2a, calculate the amount NCI on rupees 8000. So this will be principal, time, specified time period 2.5 years, and rate 15%. Okay, now first we will find interest for first year. Interest for first year means principal, rate and time will be 1 year. Rate 15%. See, repeated simple interest, we are doing compound interest using repeated SI. So this time period I will break down as 1 plus 1 plus half years. That means for 1 year I will find the interest. Let us find. For first year means time is 1 year. So we have got 120, 1200. The amount, if at the end of first year the amount which is 8000 principal plus the interest, if at the end of first year the amount is not paid back to the lender, for the second year the principal increased. Now this will be the principal for second year. So now we will find interest for second year. Again PRT by 100, where principal is increased now, rate same, and time now we are finding for this 1 year. So time duration is 1 year only. $1380. So now the amount will be 9200, the respective principal plus the interest. It will be 10580. Now last half year left, interest for remaining half year. Again PRT by 100 we will apply. So now principal again increased because I have not paid the amount in the end of second year also. 10580 into rate, now time is 1/2 upon 100. Solving this we will get 793.50, and the amount will be the current principal, latest principal plus the interest. This is 11,373.50. Do write unit with the answer, and at every step these all are rupees. So generally we ignore writing the units. Do mention it. Now amount is done. We need to find CI also, where the formula of CI is final amount that we have just solved minus original principal, that was 8000. So the value of CI is 3373.50. Next question, third. Again calculate amount in CI. Now the question, principal 4600, time 2 years, which we will break down as 1 plus 1 year, 2 steps. Then rates of interest, 2 rates of interest are given. Do not change the order, first 10% and then 12%. That means 10% for first year and 12% for second year. So now let us solve interest of first year. The principal, which is 4600, into rate of first year 10%, into time will always be 1 because we break it this way. So 460. So the amount, principal plus amount, compound interest, will be 5060. Then interest for second year. Now we have new principal 5060, new rate 12%, time this one, 1 year, upon 100. Solving this we will get 607.20. So the amount will be 5060 minus 607 plus 607.20. This will be 5667.20 with the unit. Also we need to find CI. So there are 2 ways of finding CI. First one that we have done in the previous question, final amount minus original principal, or you can do it CI of first year plus CI of second year. If we have any third year also, we could have added CI3, CI4 and so on. So both ways will work. So you can add the CI of first year, interest of first year 460, interest of second year 607.20. This will also give you the value of final CI. Question number 5. Calculate the CI for the second year on the given principal. invested for 3 years at 10% per annum. So the amount has been the sum has been invested for 3 years, but we need to find only the CI for the second year. So we will do only the thing that we have been asked for. So principal here is 8,000, time 3 years, so we will break down as 1 plus 1 plus 1 year, and in which we have to find for first these 2 years, CI for second year. Then rate is 10% for both the years. So interest for first year will be 8,000 into 1 into 10 upon 100. So this is 800. Amount will be this plus the value of principal 8800. Then interest for second year. Now the value of principal has been increased, rate remains same, time 1 year, this is 880. Interest for second year. See, calculate the compound interest for the second year. So 880 is going to be the answer, the interest for second year. Next question 6. A borrowed rupees 2500 from B at 12% per annum compound interest. After 2 years, A gave this amount and a watch. So to repay the whole loan that he has taken, he has paid the given thing, amount and a watch to B to clear the account. That means the final amount would be 2936 plus the cost of watch. Right? Find the cost of the watch. So if we can find the final amount, subtracting 2936 from it, we will find the cost of the watch. So let us find the amount outstanding at the end of 2 years. So here principal, the sum borrowed is 2500, rate 12% and time 2 years, which we will break 1 plus 1 year. So interest for first year will be 2500 into 12 into 1 upon 100. We will get 300. So the amount or the principal for next year will be 2500 plus 300, 2800. Now interest for second year, the amount into 12 into 100, the interest will be 336, and so the final amount will be 2800 plus 336 equal to 3136. So the final amount is this. The person paid back this amount plus watch. So the final amount will be equivalent to the given money and the watch. So 3136 minus 2936 will be the cost of the watch. So after subtracting, I will get rupees 200 as the cost of watch. Next question from exercise 2b. Calculate the difference between SI and CI on 4000, principal, time and rate of interest. So first we will copy down the parameters given. Time 2 years and rate 8%. Calculate the difference between SI and CI. So we will find CI, we will find SI, and then we will subtract. So for CI, I need to find interest for first year, because in this case I will break 1 plus 1, no? So first year interest 4000 into 1 into 8, upon 100, 320, and the amount added will be 4320. Then interest for second year. The new principal into 1 into 8 upon 100. The interest will be 345.60, and the amount 4320 plus interest 4665.60. So the compound interest will be final amount minus the original principal, this minus this. So after subtracting, I will get the CI as 665.60 rupees. Now let us find SI. SI is PRT by 100, where P is 4000, R is 8, and time directly 2 years. After solving, we are getting 640, and the difference, see, SI will always be lesser than CI because simple interest for all the years will be same. Why? Because we are taking same principal for each year. The principal is same for both the years, but in this case the principal has been increased in second year, so the interest will also increase. So in all the cases we are always going to do CI minus SI, because CI is always going to be greater than SI for the same parameters. 665.60 minus 640, the difference we have got to be 25.60 rupees. Question 3. A sum of money is lent at 8%. We'll keep writing. Per annum compound interest. If the interest for the second year, that means CI, or I can directly say interest for second year, exceeds that for the first year by 96, that means interest for first year plus 96. Interest of second year exceeds the interest of first year by rupees 96. This is what it says. So find the sum of money. So let sum means principal. So let the sum or principal be X rupees. Now let us find the interest for first year. Principal into rate into time upon 100, 8x by 100, or I can say 2x by 25. Now the amount will be principal plus interest. So principal is x and interest 2x by 25. Taking LCM and adding, I will get 27x by 25. Now interest for second year. Principal will be the new amount into 8% into 1 year, 200. Solving this, we will get 54x by 625. Now let us substitute the values in this. Interest of second year, 54x by 625 equal to interest of first year, 2x by 25 plus 96. Let us shift it. 54x by 625 minus 2x by 25. LCM of both will be 625. 54 and 50. 4x upon 625 equals to 96. So value of x will be 96. This is in division. When we will change the side, this will multiply, and from multiply to divide. So after solving this, we will get the value of x to be 15,000. That is the sum of the money is 15,000. Okay, last question from this exercise. A man borrows the principal rupees 6,000 at 5%. If he repays 1,200 at the end of each year. So when we will find yearly amount, we will subtract this value in the end of each year. Then find the amount of the loan outstanding at the beginning of third year. So for third year, beginning we have to do. That means for 2 years complete we need to find. So interest first year, principal into rate into time by 100, 300, amount 6300. Then interest, wait, before I find interest for second year, he has repaid this value in the end of first year. So new principal will be 6300 minus this 5100. Now we can find interest for second year. 5100 into 5% 1 year, this will be 255, and the amount will be 5100 plus 255 will be 5355. Now in the second year also, see this value at the end of each year. So first year end we have subtracted, second year end. So principal 5355. The principal for third year will be the subtracted value 4155. Principal for third year will be the amount outstanding in the beginning of third year. So this is the answer. This he has to pay or go for further interest in the end of second year or in the beginning of third year. I hope these points are clear to you. Now you can start doing exercise 2A and 2B. Start doing questions from the exercises step by step. Check your calculations. Do not use any calculators, okay? Doubts I'll take in the class.